And there we go. There's Fritz. All right. We are back. All right, let's get this broken down. Then we'll go from there. Oh, doo-doo. Let's split this tube. Welcome in. We are making this, and there goes Fritz just barking away, doing Fritzy things. Ooh, caught that. And we're splitting it up. What's up, creative? We are making icicle ornaments. Peppermint swirls. They are going to be the fun ones. They are red and white. They're like peppermint sticks, like the candy. So they make it kind of nice. Oh yeah, beads are a lot of cool. Beads are a lot of fun. Yeah, 100%. All right, so we're going to take this, we're going to grab it, and we're going to pull this down. Got to grab it and pull it way down. So this is called pulling a point. This is the beginning of everything, especially for blown glass. At least this style. Of course you can buy it. What's a project I spent the most time? That's a tough one. There's a couple projects I spent a long time on. What's up, Dragonfly? How are you? How you doing, Dragonfly Creation? Mr. PlayStation. Okay, there we go. And we're going to burn this off right here. Okay, got that done. I'm going to move this way off to the side. There. Okay, so we're going to be doing the peppermint swirl. That's like a peppermint stick. And it's kind of a cool, it's a combination between icicle and peppermint stick. So it's kind of a cool process. What's up, everybody on the tubes? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? All right, here we go. So we're going to bring this in and break it down. This is the fun part. I don't mind doing this. It's when I start going that it really starts to, the swirl is the hardest part. Once you start, you can't really stop. You have to go all the way through. If you stop, you just pretty much have to throw the piece away. Now we're going to bring this down. Here we go. So that right there is called pulling a point. That's like the most basic, oops, crap, wrong flame. Most basic of instructions right there. It's like the first thing you want to learn when you're doing blown glass. So you end up with that. Kind of a cool piece, actually. That takes a little practice. Next up, we're going to preheat everything, and then we're going to add the color lines to it. We're going to be using red and white tonight. Then we're going to spiral it up. And that's the part that really is effective, that spiral. So right now we're just warming it up. What's up, Nikki? How are you? Dragonfly. Groves Glass Gallery, how are you? Ever made my own glass? Yeah, actually. I invented a glow-in-the-dark glass, which is like my claim to fame a little bit. All right, let's do this. Let's add some color to this. Let's go. Hey, I'm glad you're doing good, Nikki. All right, let's go. So this is going to be adding stripes all the way down. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to type it in the chat. Because, yeah, you burned your finger? Uh-oh. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Yep, we're all good. Thank you for asking questions. Yep, 100%. 100% on the tubes. We are making a icicle ornament, but it looks like a peppermint stick. If you ever seen like the straight peppermint sticks, looks like that. I just had an order for 10 of these and then 10 of the peppermint swirl candy ornaments. We'll do that too. Nope, not quite, Royal. Just similar looking. We're making Christmas ornaments. Yeah, we're doing Christmas ornaments right now. Cost? They should be located in the shop. And one more little here. So there is the white portion of this, okay? That's just the white. Now we have to add the red. We'll do the same thing. We'll split the difference in between the middle. Using an older red today. I just found this color. I haven't used this in a long time. This is the original ruby color. So we're going to use this. That's too thick. That one's too. There, that's perfect size. All right, so here we go. We're going to add this red. I don't know how it's going to strike compared to the Elvis normally. So the other color I use is called Red Elvis. Now they're very similar, proportionately, in tactile feel, but I strike a little different. So we're just coming through, striping all the way down in between all those white lines. What's up, Jojo? How are you? No B's and no D's. All right, here we go. We're just pulling down. Thank you for the corgi, Nikki. I appreciate that. I think I got one more on here to go. So this is a tricky color. So the color loves to go completely transparent when you first start using it. See? Oh, I'll show you the other way. That's better. So right now that is a red color, but it doesn't appear to be. You can see the tips starting to get a little red right there. Now hopefully by the time I get down to the end of it, it gets red. But we'll see how that goes. We're going to bring it in. So the first step, pull this down to a point. Hey, Lucky Lex, I did add you on the mod list, so just to let you know, I was finally able to do that. Thank you for all the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heart me's. So we're going to take this and pull it down. Like that. So now we have a little bit of a feed to it. It's all spiraled right at the front. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it the hard way. It's all right. All right, so next step, we're going to grab this here. Attach. Like that. I know, Mod Squad. That's what I should call you guys, Mod Squad. That'd be cool. All right, next step, time to spiral. This is the hard portion of it. The spiral is not the easiest part because it has to stay a consistent flow. You don't want to have funky spirals in this. No funky spirals allowed. All right, here we go. We're spiraling it up. We're going to start very slow. Just start pulling it down. Keep that consistency going and tapering it down at the same time. Like that. Bring it through so you can see. So now you can see it's got all a nice twist to it. Okay, let's measure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. A little bit of a twist right there. What camera do I use? Right now, I'm just on a Insta360. Believe it or not, it's super fantastic. Have I ever burned myself? Tiny little burns. Nothing drastic. Okay, time to add a hook to this. I've never had a burn where it was like, oh my God, I have to stop working. So we're going to take this. And add the nice little comfy hook on it. Like that. Then bring it down. It can be. It could definitely be a pen. Can do the pens out of red and white, no problem. They're very similar. All right, so there is the white. Now I'm trying to get it to go red soon. Let me make sure that hook is straight. We're good. How can someone learn? Best thing to do is message me, and then I can direct you to the right places for that. It's like a lot of information to try and send via talking, but there are places you can go with resources, and you can definitely find out how to learn from there. And if you get stuck, I could help you, but usually once people get there, you won't get too stuck. You'll be okay. So eventually this will be red later. Let's hope. Oh, I forgot to turn on the kiln. That could be a problem. There's one of the flowers we did last night. All right, next step. Let's get this next one done. Thinking about trying the peppermint swirl. Maybe we'll break it up. Do peppermint stick, peppermint swirls. Bink. There we go. Yeah, it does take a little practice. You'll get it down. I'm trying to remember if I did the swirl out of this size or not. It's been a while. Gonna have to figure it out. We'll try it. Worst case scenario is I toss it away. All right, so first step, going to be pulling a point. About like that. Nice little pull right there. Then we separate that. That should be good. So this is the starting point of everything. No, the tubes are all pre-manufactured. I don't make those. They come from different places. Yeah, tubes are all pre-done. What's happening, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. All right. So we're going to try the peppermint swirl now. I do have scallop tubing, yeah. No, that's uranium glass. That's behind me. The glow in the dark actually glows in the dark. It's got a white base to it. All right, so we're going to stripe this down. Again, same way, all the way around. Just blending everything together. So the weird part about adding this color is it's completely different than writing. So if you were right-handed and you had your pen in your right hand like this, you would think that you would go up and down to draw with it. This is opposite. Your right hand stays consistent in the flame, and your opposite hand does all the movement. The reason for that is you want to keep the heat base and the colored rod consistent. Because if you move up and down the flame temperature changes. Zen Bear, thank you for the follow. Thomas, thank you for the follow. Tip Baby, thank you for the follow. Eve, thank you for the follow. All right, now we got the white stripes all the way down. Nature Therapy, thank you for the follow. Katie, thank you for sharing. All right, let's add the red. So we're just going to go right down the middle in between all those white lines. Nice and easy. Just taking our time. It's not a rush. One more. Like that. What's up, KL? How you doing? All right, so we got all the stuff in here. Hey, Tess, how are you? So we got the red and the white. The red's not showing right now. because it's being stubborn. That's okay. It'll come back later. All right, first things first, we're going to have to spin this up. I got to put a swirl on the very front. It's fascinating, Katie. Thank you. So we grip, twist, and that spirals the front. Okay, this is what makes the very front of the peppermint swirl work. Bringing all that color to the front. Like that. All right, let's go. First things first. Gonna blow it into a ball now. Ah, Kobe, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sorry, phone. It's not you probably, KL. The app has been a little buggy lately. Yeah, the app has been a little buggy. It's not you probably. All right, so first things first, we got to spin this up. Shrink it down a tiny bit, then blow it out into a ball shape. Well, not quite a ball, peppermint candy shape. So this is supposed to look like peppermint candy when you're done, like the little candies. And we're dead on center. So now you can see that swirl happening right there. Now the red isn't showing up yet, but hopefully we get it there. Next step, we got to pop a little hole in this. The reason you have to pop a hole is the air has to have somewhere to go out, the hot air. If not, it just will expand the glass. So you got to put a little hole in there so it has a place to escape. Actually, we're going to pop it right there. It's like the perfect spot. There we go. Burn that off. Here we go. This is a peppermint swirl ornament. I know it looks just like the strawberry shortcake hat. I know. All right, so now we got to burn this off and get it rounded out. So again, this isn't going to be round. It's going to be like a peppermint candy. How long have I been blowing glass? 31 years. It's been a while. I'm not a good person to ask about how long it took to learn because I grew up with it. I pretty much was born into it. It's just been a while. But I've seen people get really good in 6 months. You know, some people in 10 years that are just terrible too. So it just depends on how much you put into it. It's like anything. You know, I can't pick up a guitar and start playing it. You got to practice. Same thing. I hope it's chill. This is meant to be chill. So now I just have to flatten this out a little. That. So that's what I was saying. It has that peppermint candy shape. That's what I meant by it. KO, thank you for the bubble gum. Thank you so much. Thank you for the bubble gums. All right, let's add a hook to this. Good to see you on. I'm glad you're here. Chip, thank you for the roses. Dragonfly, thank you for the Go Populars. Everybody, thank you for the heart me's. Okay, we got to add a hook on here. So it's got to hang, right? Grip it there. Bring it up. Take that. Grab the tweezers that I suddenly lost. Use that on there. Really nice. Make sure it's smooth and round. And straight. Then just take it, grip it, pop that off. Hello, Hussein. Maria, how are you? And then there's the swirl. You can see the red starting to come in. It's not quite there yet, but both sides will have that peppermint swirl look to it. In fact, if you're going to be on here for a little bit, we'll take that so you can see that little bit of red. We're going to pop it in the kiln. Let it heat up. I don't know why that just did that, but it did. KL, thank you for the subscription. Okay, what is my Wi-Fi? Okay, we're good. All right, we're going to do that again. Yeah, that's like a cool ornament. I do like that one. Have I made any? Yes, music guy. I've done a few, just not on here. Thank you for the rock the stage and the music bubbles, KL. Appreciate it. Jen, thank you for the heart me. Right there. Hoping I can get this split properly. Probably should use a smaller flame. Don't know who that is, Citizen One. But if someone's making ornaments, and I won't copy anybody else's work. All right, so we're pulling this down. No, we're using oxygen and propane. Oxygen and propane. There we go. Set that down. I know I did freeze. I don't know what's going on. It happens. Pull this down. Unique Reese by Tammy. How are you? There we go. You're blessed? I'm doing good. I know, kind of like the kids' game of freeze. Well, I had a spike. I don't know why. It has to be server side. Yeah, you got to. You got a connection unstable? Okay. Yep. It's server then. All right, now we got this preheated. We're going to do that same thing again. How's everybody's Sunday going? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully was a good weekend for you. We're going to bring this in. What the hell? Wow, I don't know what's glitching. I don't know if it's on my end or the server. Anybody else glitching? Yeah, it has to be a server. There we are. Oh, that's nice, Gail. At least you got some time. What's up, Marla? How are you? All right, so there we got the white. Buddy Love, I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. Thank you for the heart meet, Marla. Jojo, thank you for the rose. Okay, let's grab this and we're going to add the red. Again, this is a little different version of red. This is the original ruby red from North Star. So it doesn't strike as well as the red Elvis does right off the bat. But once it's been run through the kiln, it's pretty good. Comes out nice. There we go. Yeah, you can get different colored rods for sure. Yeah, rods come in all kinds of different colors. 100%. All right, so there's the white again. It's kind of hot dogging on me, meaning it's drooping. Now we do have to get that spiral in the front right off, or it won't be a peppermint swirl. What's up, Irish Green? Joey, we are making Christmas ornament. Peppermint swirl. So right now I'm just pulling all that color to the center, giving it that spiral. And that's what makes the ornament a peppermint swirl. It's just like the candy. Like a peppermint swirl candy. All right, now we're just going to heat everything up and blow it into peppermint style. It should look like the candy. It's going to be a bigger version of it, but it should look like it. Victoria, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. So the other trick is we got to shrink it down a little. And that's what kind of helps with that spiral. The more it compresses down, it automatically starts spinning itself. All right, so it's got kind of that ball shape. Need to take and flatten that out. Like that. And then we get that spiral going around. Again, I can't show the red because it's not striking at the moment, but yeah. We're going to bring it down here. We're going to pop a little hole in it because the hot air has to go somewhere. And then that's where I'll cover it up with a hook. Since the hook is pretty much the last item to go on it. And it's easy to cover. It's just a tiny little hole right there. So next step, attach a rod so I can finish the other side. Definitely not my first rodeo, that is for sure. This is 31 years. 31 years. I hope my audio's coming in too. I've been having nothing but audio problems lately. Victoria, thank you for the heart me, and Chicken Little, thank you for the heart me. Lazy Guy, thank you for the follow. Sounds good? All right, cool. Yeah, I've just been having audio problems lately. So it's nice. I can monitor it, but I never know until it gets into the live stream what it actually sounds like. And then I review it. Heather, thank you for the roses and the Go Populars. That's awesome. All right, so the next step is to spiral this up. Turn it into a peppermint candy. Toss that away. All right, so we do have to flatten it out. See, it's got that little bump to it. Got to get rid of that. My neighbors. I always wave to my neighbors. If you have good neighbors, wave to them. Got bad neighbors, just ignore them. That would be my dog Fritz. Yes, COE absolutely matters. Find a COE and never mix them. Never, ever mix the COEs. I would say the easiest to learn on is 30, 33, 32 COE, borosilicate. But that's subjective. There's a lot of other people that would disagree with me too. It's very subjective. Look at, we got a little bit of the red coming in. See? I told you it'll turn to red. This whole thing will be all red when it's done. If you want to see what it looks like, click on the little shopping bag down on the bottom left-hand corner, and you'll see it down there. What the hell is going on? This app is glitchy right now. The app, are you guys glitching still? It's constantly glitching on me. And I know it's not my internet connection. Because I tested it just before I started this. I don't have the strongest upload speed, but I got good one. I got like 60. 60 upload speed should be good. That way. There we go. And then we round it out. Do you know how many people I see putting these hooks on that never put it straight or try? If you're new, it's okay to not have a straight hook. But if you've been doing this for 5 years plus, you should put on a straight one. All right, there we go. Now you can see it starting to come into its red. There's a little bit better version of what it looks like. But it'll be totally red when it's done. Let's see if I can get this little chunk to go red. All right, this is what I'm referring to. See how it's clear at the whole tip there? We're going to see if we can flame strike this. I don't know if I can get it to do it. We'll see. See the red starting to get build up? Now you got to keep heating it and cooling it. Heat, cool, heat, cool, heat, cool. And it starts coming into play. Like that. Now you can see that red popping in. Like that. Kind of trippy, right? Science. Yeah, we're doing Christmas ornaments. I am building my Christmas arsenal right now, but these are actually, these peppermints are actually sold. Excuse me. A green and clear would be cool. I have to add it to the TikTok shop. I definitely do the mint version though. So I do it with green and clear, and then I do a brown and green. You know, they have the chocolate mint version, and that looks really cool too. No, I've never had a gnarly burn. I've had some bad cuts, but never a gnarly burn. I like the mellow music right now. I'm glad I found this channel. It's copyright free music, and it doesn't suck. Feral Tether, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's completely copyright free. Amanda, thank you for that heart me. Appreciate it. I love streaming with you guys. No, you don't want gloves, Katie. The gloves are bad. You don't want gloves. Can't feel the glass. Be like trying to type on a keyboard with ski gloves. It just would not work. Well, maybe someone could do it. I know I couldn't do that. No, See, the thing is, Katie, glass does not transfer any heat. So I could leave it out here at 3,000 degrees. It'll never creep up to my hand. I'm located in Washington State. I'm on the hunt for Bigfoot. Everybody knows that. I'm looking for Bigfoot. Yeah, glass does not transfer heat. It's a pretty cool substance. You're in Washington? Ahoo! Love the Washingtonians. Have you found him? Hell no. I'm trying to get him in here so I can model him for, he could be a model for some glass. You know, like they do the nude poses. I'd do a Bigfoot pose. Have Bigfoot do a model for me. Bigfoot's blurry. That's a good one. All right, let's add the white on here. Kahuna, one of the mods will do that for you. I can't say anything because I have items in the TikTok shop, so I can't possibly redirect you to any place other than TikTok shop. Oh, you're in Redmond? Oh yeah, I'm north of you. I'm up past Everett in a little hokey pokey town. I live in a little hokey pokey town, and I like it. But I do have a lake in my backyard. Spokane? I know Spokane very well. Had family that lived up in Spangle. They owned a lot of Spangle, actually. Since then, they've sold it off, but yeah. Bremerton, of course. I know that, Red Squeak. Thank you, Dragonfly. So Dragonfly mentioned what you had asked the question on the torch about. If you have any tools that you may need, hit up Dragonfly Creation. They make some cool stuff. There we go. All right, so we got white all the way around. Now we got to add the red. More red. So this is the original North Star Ruby. And I kid you not, this glass is probably 20 years old. The only reason I'm using it, I just found it. I found like 20 pounds of it. It's pretty sad when you find 20 pounds of glass you didn't know of color. Found an entire drawer full of glass. Probably 100 pounds of color. Sorry, I'm just dancing to the music a little. Stuff is my jam right now. It's totally my jam. And so we're adding all this red in here. Ooh, that's a big section. I'm gonna get creative with this. Yeah, definitely music. I'm on right now there. Music I am currently on. Subscription would be cool. Okay, there it is. Thank you, Dale. I appreciate that. Jam and peanut butter are my thing. I make the best peanut butter jelly sandwich on the planet. Beaver Tail, thank you for that follow. Tiffy, thank you for the follow. All right, so we're spiraling that all that color to the front. There we go. So we just basically brought it all to the front. $9.99 for life. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, now we're going to shrink it down. Yeah, mods are awesome on here. Mods have it down. So we're just melting everything in right now. Trying to keep that center spiral, that spiral in the center straight. I don't want it to fall off to one side. If it does, I got to toss this. It's no longer a peppermint swirl. So we got to keep an eye on it, make sure it's all front and center. There we go. So right now it's kind of round. Now we got to flatten it. Using propane, you can use natural gas. It's not unheard of, but you have to have a pressure builder if you're going to use natural gas. So you have to have some type of pressure builder, a pump that actually creates more pressure, because it's just not enough. Oxygen and propane, yeah, propane per hour is not bad. I go through about 1.5 gallons a day. Manda Panda, thank you for the follow. Oxygen, I go through a lot more. I would say I probably burn up about $40, $50 worth of oxygen a day on an easy day. Any gases that you will not use? I don't use acetylene. Purple Dragon, thank you for the follow. Larry, thank you for sharing. Dina, thank you for the follow. And the only reason I don't use acetylene is because it has that carbon built into it. It's a dirty gas. And that little bits of carbon can get into your glass. It can create these little black speckles you don't want. It's definitely hot enough, but it's not clean. But it's definitely hot. Surrington, thank you for the follow. No, it's not a bad amount for the day. Oh, forgot to show you the spiral. That one definitely, you can see that white spiral. Now the red will come in later. Can you mess with it? You can. I wouldn't, because it's super expensive. If I needed to increase my heat base, I would use a substance called propylene. It's a propane with chemolene mixture. Chemolene will increase the heat by 500 degrees or so. How do I keep up with what, Irish Cream? Julie, thank you for the follow. Cassie, thank you for the follow. It's going to be a peppermint swirl ornament, so it should look like a peppermint candy when I'm done. Now the red is a trippy color. It doesn't fully come into play until it sits in the kiln for a while. It disappears and then it strikes back to its color. It has to sit in the kiln and grow its color back, essentially. So it's going to be hard to see the red. You'll see a little red in it right now, but you won't see it fully engaged until it sits in there for a while. Oh, the people? Oh, nothing to be nervous about. Just go on. I definitely have eye protection. I should be able to flatten this without that. How long does it stay in the kiln? Technically, it only probably needs to be in there an hour, hour and a half. But there's no point in taking it out. So there's a little bit of the red you can see coming into play. But the red will stripe all the way around this and create that really cool effect. But yeah, there's no point in taking it out early. You can just leave it sit in. It's not going to hurt it. It's Rhonda. Thank you for the heart me. Sue, thank you. Did they use lead in the glass make? Lead back in the day would technically be crystal. So have you heard of, leaded crystal? It's essentially glass with lead. But yeah, they did use some for coloring. Super dangerous at the time, and still is. It would be illegal. In fact, they banned leaded crystal. So, Kahuna, thank you. Ray, thank you for the follow. Now that I got that, I just have to make it round. I have a lot of Christmas ornaments coming out this year. You guys haven't even seen the tip of the iceberg on it. Yeah, I don't like overcharging. Are there any health hazards from glassblowing? Yeah, there can be. Biggest thing is if you don't have good ventilation, like air circulating somehow, you could develop a couple different things. And if you don't wear the proper eye equipment, it can hurt you. Shelby, thank you for the follow. But technically, if you follow all the basic guidelines, you're okay. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can see a little bit of the red coming into play, but that whole thing will be spiraled. Little iceberg ornaments? Yeah. Maybe an iceberg with a penguin is in the future. Iceberg with penguin. That might be in the future. I don't know. What kind of glasses am I wearing? I have the Meta Ray-Bans, and I had custom lenses put in the Meta Ray-Bans. So they are custom lenses with the Meta Ray-Ban, which are really cool. I like being able to pop the lenses in and out and change them if I want to. Crystal, thank you for the follow. All right, I gotta cut this. Hey, Elena, how the heck are ya? Yeah, I'm thinking of doing the penguin with a Christmas hat and a scarf. Elena, thank you for the music bubbles. Yeah, they do have to be special lenses. I'll show you in a second. Give me a second here. Let me pull this apart and I'll show you what the glasses actually do. It's really cool. If y'all have about one more minute to hang in there, don't leave just yet. Hang in there just for a minute, and I'll show you what my glasses do. No, not polarized. It's a different type of lens. It's a filtering lens. So it filters out certain spectrums of light. And I'm about to show you. So this is what the raw material. See how I'm all purple right now? So that's the lens. I do have an extra shade on it, but this is primarily it. So see that? Now watch. So you can see the tubing through the flame. Now tell me that wasn't cool. But yeah, that's what my lenses do. Now I do have what's called a shade 3 on top of that, so it's even a little bit darker. And the reason I do that is I don't have brown eyes. My eyes are of a lighter color. And if you have brown eyes, you can get away with just didymium. If you don't, you should have an extra shade on it because it will affect you later. Almost like welding glasses, yeah. So I do have a welding shade number 3 on it, on top of that. Kelly Russell, thank you for the follow. Jacob, thank you for the follow. All right, we're going to add the white stripes on here. We're just pushing it all the way through. Someone will type it out for you, Aaron. One of the mods. Is it spelled kind of weird? All right, so now we got the white all the way around. Thank you, Dragonfly. Doc, I hope you did come back. You're welcome back anytime. We love having people in here. You have a good Sunday, good weekend. All right, let's add the red. We're just going to stripe it all the way. Couple more. Yeah, we're all good. Hey, obviously Sassy, how are you? Thank you for the Go Populars and the Heart Me. How are you doing this Sunday? All right. So we got to get this front kind of twisted together. We got to bring it all into one piece. This is what makes that spiral happen. Doing good? You're okay. Uh-oh. I'm hoping you're doing better than okay. Wishing you more than that. KL, thank you for sharing, KL. Thank you for the follow. All right, so now we're going to take that. Now that I have it all spiraled up in the front, we're going to take it and shrink it down and blow it out. This is going to make the ornament. Okay, Riz, thank you for the follow. Lisa Gen X, how are you? Good to see you. Obviously, Sassy, thank you for the bubbles, the music bubbles. I love that thing. I think it looks cool, to be honest. I love headphones. I'm a sucker for headphones. I've spent way too much money on audio equipment in the past. Way too much. Way too much. Now I just have a couple sets of headphones and earbuds. What's up, Anne Marie? Back road, thank you. What's that? When you add color, are you going through the glass? No, I'm laying it on top of the glass. Yeah, it kind of lays on top. And then as I'm melting it in, it blends it into it. I'm making Christmas ornaments right now. This is the peppermint swirl. Should look like a peppermint candy. Bill, thank you for the follow. This is what it's supposed to look like. There are many people that try to make it, but yeah. But the red isn't quite coming in yet. If you click on the little shopping bag on the lower left-hand corner, you'll see the item actually in my showcase. You can see what it looks like when it's finished. Yeah, please feel free to ask questions. Alpha Fireball, thank you for the follow. Shishi, thank you for the heart me. And Marie, thank you for the heart me. You always want to try this, but you think no, you'd be fine, Jared. I promise. If you took a glass blowing lesson from like me, you'd be fine. Sassy Tatted Shorty, thank you for the follow. I'm actually going to be making a cardinal later, so I have to log off here in just a little bit. And then I'm coming back. I have to make a cardinal tonight. 100% have to. USPS lost a cardinal in order, so I got to replace it. I'm doing good, Catastrophic. How are you? Yeah, it's sitting somewhere, and like I have no idea where it's at now. It's off in Never Never Land somewhere. So for those of you that don't, I got to do my shout outs. We got the mods in here: Dragonfly Creation, Grove's Glass Gallery, and Lucky Lex Creations. All of you, if you could give them a follow. They all live stream. Two of them are doing glass blowing, and one is just doing really cool art in general. stained glass, just amazing. So give them a follow. And then we got obviously Sassy in the house, who has helped coach me through a lot of stuff on here when I've been in panicky mode, and like made my life seem a little better by calming me down with some drama that happened. So definitely follow obviously Sassy too. If you want to learn about TikTok coaching, especially, definitely the coach, a coach that you want to do that with. Joy, thank you for following. Yeah, there are a lot of people that claim to be coaches. She is actually a coach for real. Janae, thank you for the hearting. How are you? She is like the real deal. And then Dragonfly and Gross are on their glassblowing journey. So they're learning. And if you want to watch someone start early on in their career and watch them progress, which is a really cool feature, you want to follow them. And Lucky Lex is just doing really cool stuff. You got to check it out. I'm not even going to let the cat out of the bag on it. Tick Zeke, thank you for the follow. Donna, thank you for the follow. Just a Girl, thank you for the rose. All right, so now we're getting it into that peppermint shape. This year's Christmas ornament theme is going to be based on candy. So we're going to have ribbon candy, candy canes, peppermint swirls, peppermint sticks. I'm thinking of doing a Hershey Kiss. I don't know. But see how it's flat like a peppermint swirl? And it will have that really cool feature to it, like it's a peppermint candy. Private message me, Danny, because there's a couple sites available for that. And it's just too much information to try and relay on here. And I really can't. Obviously, Sassy, thank you for the galaxy. Dragonfly or Gross can also type out a very, one of the places you want to go. Really, message me, Red Squeak. Saucy, thank you for the heart me. But yeah, seriously, I'm going to plug it one more time. There are some changes coming to TikTok very soon. So if you are a creator and you want to learn about TikTok, or you need some help with TikTok, live streaming, posting, content, get with obviously Sassy, follow our live streams, and don't get stuck. Do not get stuck not knowing rules and changes and things that are happening up and coming, or being updated on it, because you could definitely hurt your account that way. Because there are some changes coming. Oh, she's awesome, Blow and Grind. Yeah, there was a little whistle there. I don't know what it is tonight, but all my hooks are going on super straight. They are not, I'm not having any issue. I'm like on it tonight. All right. Maybe you can kind of see the peppermint swirl happening right there. It's going to get a lot redder, but yeah, that's it. Oh, I forgot I got different views. Hold on a second. All right, bear with me. I need some opinions. Here we go. Bear with me. Or not. Sorry, that camera's not working. That camera's not working. Okay. I guess all those cameras aren't working right now. I thought they were. They said they were earlier. Oh, it might have been the glitching that happened. It might have reset it. I don't know, but it's been very glitchy. Really, really, really glitchy. All right, I do need to take a short break. I will be back very shortly. Got to check on a few things, and I'll be back. I do have to make more of that. Going to make a cardinal tonight. Definitely have a hummingbird to make tonight, and a couple other items to get out of the way. Uh, I got the glass here for the cardinal too. So I will see you all in just a little bit. Yeah, probably a half hour, and then I'll be back. Y'all have a good time. If I don't see you, I will see you later. If not, I'll see you in just a little bit. Thanks for the heart me. Okay, we're looking good.